What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father from at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below. As usual, this video is entitled, Was Thanos Right? I think so. It's crazy, but I always said Marvel don't have good villains, and Thanos is one of them. But the ideology, people are so mad, or were so mad even in the movie, which I find funny. Tell you why. All of these years of all of these hero movies, and in the American lifestyle of abundance, and the silence in the movie theater, like, no. Why? Even though it's pretty much how it played out in the comic, but whatever. Here's the thing. Thanos said it's about balance. And one thing that America in particular has a problem with is balance. And they want to control how the balance goes. And in part of Thanos' spiel about, basically wiping out half of the people, it was because he says there's only a certain amount of resources. You can't just keep growing and growing and growing and growing where the resources are still the same. Somebody's going to die anyways. Which, that's right. But other people feel like, it's not his right to wipe out half of the people. Now, this is the thing that cracks me up. He didn't pick who. He just said, look, half of them got to go. See, in America, we want to pick who we want to destroy because half of us want to live the life and party with all the resources. So they can't get Thanos' ideology, because if you can't, if this side, if this is half of the world and this is the other half, the half that feel like they're winning or enjoying all the resources, they want to get rid, the rich half want to get rid of the poor half, and that's fair. See, Thanos said we're going to put them all in the pot, half of them coming up missing. Was he right? Yeah. Because we have an issue with balance, which makes him a good villain, because a better villain than I thought. Still think he kind of soft, but that's just my opinion. The place that it came from didn't really make him a villain. You know what I'm saying? Because he lost his own planet because of what? They didn't listen, and they lived in this abundance mentality until they killed everybody. So instead of losing half of the planet, you lost the whole planet. And he was like, yo, I ain't going through that again. So even though you don't like it, half of y'all got to go. And I guess this is spoiler alerts, but even with Doctor Strange, with all of the possibilities of that he saw, he only saw one that they could win. Now count up all of the possibilities that they lost against the one that they won, and you could pretty much say the gods were really on Thanos' side, because he was right. It wasn't a 50%, a 50-50 right and wrong 50-50 chance of them winning. It was the you won the lottery chance of them winning. And I get it. You don't want to lose. You don't want to lose the people you love. I get that, absolutely. You know. But I also get, this is the difference between him and the other villains. That this is part of the reason why why I crack up. A lot of the villains you think about are villains who want more. I want more power. I want more money. I want more notoriety. I want to be known. I want they're attention seekers. Thanos like, I'm going places, I'm getting rid of half of the people, and I'm moving on. It is what it is. And as Francis Cress Wilson would say, one of the biggest issues is genetic annihilation. It'll cause you to fight and even push and do things that may be unbecoming, right? And that's the thing. That I ask, is Thanos right? Because I want you to think about this. I'm just throwing this out there. This whole video out there, really. All the Avengers, for the most part, have no problem killing for their cause, even if it's not their cause. Okay? Because they have no problem going out and killing and blowing up stuff for their ideas and ideologies. That's what makes them heroes. But Thanos comes along and he has no problem killing and blowing up stuff for his ideas and his ideology. But his is a little bit too extreme for me. And I can understand it. If he's coming to wipe half of you out, you will be fighting for your life. I totally get that. But, you know, all of these people were out for self anyways. It wasn't like they would use it, like they could use all of their superpowers to bring the world together. That's not what they did. That's not what they do. Some of the villains they fight, ironically, they work for people just as evil. So getting rid of half of the people, you're getting rid of half of the people that you shouldn't be working for too, right? Kind of like balance. And I think people have an issue with balance because you can't predict the end, which end of indiscriminate balance you'll be on. So for all the people who left, they will be mourned. Absolutely. For all the people who stayed, you know, some will be feel guilty that there's survivor's remorse. But at the same time, they're not going to stop living. They're going to continue to build, and it's going to actually be easier to grow. Like that was the crazy part he said about to his daughter, which, like I said, that was wild. He said, you know, your planet is a paradise now. And she was right. It wasn't you shouldn't have chose to do that. Well, who else is going to do it? And unfortunately, that's true. Because as I think in the world, we talk about how you know, we're overfishing the seas and everything is going to die. We're genetically modifying food because we've got too many people, it's too much of it. And then you got people wanting to cull and kill off. In the world, you got groups of people who want to kill off certain groups of people. See, they want to live, but they want to kill off certain groups of people so they can live higher on the hog. But Thanos is the villain. Just saying. Like, was he willing to do some real messed up stuff to get it done? Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know if I could do all that, pimp. I just can't. But you know, this is the pseudo reference to my people. This is what we used to say about, you know, they make these villains big, muscular, dark, you know, big lips, wide nose-esque features. You know, Thanos, Dark Side, Apocalypse. You know, those type of characters. Which all of them want to pretty much wipe out half of the population and be like, all right, we good now. But the Joker, he just wants to kill people. He's beloved for that. He just wants to just indiscriminately kill. He doesn't want any balance. He just wants to indiscriminately kill. Lex Luthor just wants power and control over everybody, and he will indiscriminately kill to get it. It's you know. So I just want to throw this ideology out there. Like, Thanos might have been right. Just saying. We out.